Hey everybody, it's Tallara, and it's been a while, so I'm very happy to welcome you guys back to our Let's Play series through World of Warcraft, The War Within. Today's an extra special episode because the brand new patch is out. That's right, patch 11.07 Siren Isle is out, which will continue the main story of The War Within. If you haven't seen any of my other videos and want to get caught up on the adventures of Tallara, then you can check those out in the link down below. Essentially, we've ran through the War Within story mode, done all of the story quests, and I've done it in a Let's Play format that allows you guys to experience the story alongside me. As you can see, Tallara is all ready for winter with her little earmuffs. On the date of recording, it is December 18th. We are getting ready for the holidays, but before we deal with that, we need to go to the Siren Isles. So, here in Dornegal, you can come up into the Foundation Hall, which is where we will pick up our next story quest. First of all, we have Khadgar here. He's in a wheelchair after everything he went through. His wheelchair is really cool, though, because it's like a hologram. I'm not sure why it says return to Khadgar in 20 days.
As always, we have much to discuss.
But I guess that's what we'll do. We'll see you in exactly 20 days, Khadgar. In the meantime, we can speak to Illyria Windrunner, who's been hanging out with her good friend Khadgar. She says, what news do you bring, Torella?
Stay alert.
When we faced Xal'atath's forces in Hallowfall, I sensed something dark just beneath the surface. Something that was not her, but it still troubles me. I have learned that running into every situation myself is not always the best tactic. Sometimes a leader must stand back to see the field. So I send you. Go to Hallowfall and uncover what you can about this mysterious force. I don't want to be caught blind again.
Xal'atath has been forced to retreat, but she and the Black Blood are still out there. Even now it lingers in Hallowfall, long after our last battle. Please investigate it further.
Will do. Sounds to me like this might be set up for the next expansion a little bit. Xal'atath is gone but not forgotten. We'll find out more once we're down in Hallowfall. First of all, I need to check out this person's backpack. It's a chicken carriage. It's got the eggs, it's got the frying pan, it's got the chicken. Wow, that is a very interesting backpack. All right, and here's our other quest over here. We get to speak to Dawn.
Tell me of your travels.
She says, with each passing day, more of my people awaken within the Stone Vault. Many of them have embraced their old designations. This is not a path I wish to forge. For some, traditions are hard to forget and abandon. I pass no judgment. Many others have embraced a new path, like me. For the first time in Earth and Memory, we have no edicts, and the whole world of Azeroth is ours to explore. Many have set off to walk new lands and meet the people and cultures of our world. I hate how people keep walking in front of me. I guess everyone wants Dawn's quest today. If you have not met and awakened Earthen out exploring Azeroth, I suspect you will soon. Dawn offers you a smile. Who are you, Dawn? It's thanks to you and the Bronzebeard's heroism that I get to answer that question. I am Dawn, the first Earthen to emerge from the Awakening Machine as an awakened Earthen. Now, as a directiveless Earthen, I have limitless choices, and no shortage of indecision. I've guided many awakened to figuring out their own story, and yet I haven't spent the time to figuring out my own. But helping other awakened is a path of its own. Still, perhaps it may be time for me to stop helping others for now and make a choice for myself and embark on a new journey. The city is full of interesting stories of late.
Journey onward, friend.
Greetings, Torella. Are you here to answer the Siren Isle's call to adventure? Recently, a goblin salvage team discovered an isle with a strange singing crystal at its center. Like the goblins, the Arathi of Hallowfall have taken a keen interest in this crystal, as have we. We've been preparing an expedition to the isle. Most of the expedition has gone ahead, but the goblins' last vessel is set to leave momentarily. If you hurry, you can catch them before they leave and join us.
Hurry.
Imagine, a giant crystal that sings. We're investigating on Siren Isle. Care to join us? Let's get moving. Alright, so it looks like we'll be meeting a lot of goblins on the Siren Isle. I gotta be honest, before we go to the Siren Isle, I think we're actually gonna go down to Hallowfall. I know they told us to hurry, but hey, I'm a hero. They can hold the boat for me, right? Right? Well, we'll find out. If not, you know, we do have the convenient factor of having wings, so we could always get there of our own volition if needed. We are going to head down to Hallowfall, though, because I definitely want to investigate what Illyria told us about involving the Black Blood. Like she said, Xalatath is gone, but if there's some sort of remnant of old gods' treachery remaining down in Hallowfall, it's definitely something we need to keep an eye on, so that's where we're going to head first. We got to go down, 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 through the earth, through the Coreway. We will pop out in the Ringing Deeps. We take an immediate left and go through another gate, the Hallowfall Gate. And then here we are in Hallowfall. Speaking of big singing crystals, I can see why the people from Hallowfall are interested in what they've found on Siren Isle as well, but we'll hold on to that for now. First, we need to go see what Illyria wants us to check out. So it looks like it's like right down on the southern edge of the zone, so have to go through the mountains, I think. To the darker parts of Hallowfall, basically bordering the next zone. This does seem like a good spot for some black blood.
Do not lose hope, Hanan. They will be safe. I have seen it.
Look who it is! Some familiar faces, Hanan and Orwena. I didn't expect to see you here, but then you always manage to show up where there's something interesting, don't you? There's no time for talk, though. My people have run into problems.
The world watch over you.
I know we are close to answers. I cannot stop
I shall
now.
watch for you.
I don't know what prompted you to come here, but we could use your help. We came to investigate signs of the Black Blood in this area. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Illyria's hunch was right then, if Orwena is thinking the same thing. There are some weird traces of black blood left behind. Several of us are still out in the field. You are hale and hearty. Go find my people so they can return. And if you have the strength, take a closer look at the strange flowers that grow from the blood that seeps beneath the ground. They may hold a clue as to how we can fight against its corruption. There are so many
visions, Orwena. Our people need help right now.
And help has arrived. We can still see this through.
Yeah, I'm the help. I was just gonna say there's so many other heroes here trying to get this quest because this is literally the day after the new patch came out, so many people also trying to catch up on the new campaign quests.
May you lend your song to hers.
Some of these creatures are stronger than others. When we were able to act together and fresh to the fight, these creatures were no threat. Now our injuries and separation leave us vulnerable. My people are resilient, but we are not immortal. There's one beast larger than all the others. That beast is making it difficult for the Haranir to return and recover. Slay it so they can be safe.
Let nature take its course.
This seems interesting because not only are we going to find out more about whatever Xalatath left behind in the form of black blood, but we also get to learn more about the Haranir, which I've found to be very interesting peoples ever since we met them in the War Within campaign. We did a short quest line with them and learned a little bit about their culture, but I definitely am willing to learn more, so I can't wait. Let's see what Hanan has to say. We all followed Orwena to these surface caves because we believed in what we were doing. I love how they consider this the surface. Everything is relative, I guess. We did not bargain for so many injuries, so much dogged searching. For now, we just need a little breathing room. Slay the creatures out there that are harming us, and we can get the space to address the real issue.
Roots guide you home, stranger.
Okay. So, we know what we need to do. We need to help out the Haranir by killing all of the corrupted creatures that are around. I'm trying to attack that one, and it's just evading all my attacks. Okay, well, guess we'll just move on to the next thing. Here's those weird flowers we were told about. Ew! Oh, that's disgusting. They're full of corruption, even just interacting with one. It spews all over you. So gross. Okay, here's another Haranir. Onhea.
Stranger.
Onhea glares through rivulets of blood flowing down his face. The way is clear. Orwena is waiting for you.
Do not return. I have had enough of these.
Well, you just get back to her for now. I'll see what I can do in terms of clearing the way. These flowers are disgusting. Why are they suddenly growing here? Xalatath has been defeated for a little while now. It's strange to think so much of her influence is still left behind. Here's the thing, if she's just an emissary for the old gods, I'm sure they've got many other emissaries who can take her place. So perhaps that's what we're dealing with here. Yeah, for some reason, I can't actually attack those seeping crust breakers. It's really weird. I can attack these little guys, which is good. They still count towards our seeping creatures cold objective, but for some reason, we cannot actually fight the crust breakers. I don't know if that's a bug or something on my end. Can we attack the jaw crawlers? Yes, we can. Alright. There we go. What are we at? 51%. Okay, perfect. We're making good time. Oh, this seeping crust breaker actually wants to attack me and I can attack it, so perhaps it was just a handful of the ones back there who were a little bugged out. That's okay. We took that one down. And there's the big guy we've been tasked with exterminating, the blood crust behemoth. Looks like a hero has already started fighting him. Let's lend them a hand. These things are disgusting. Not only do we want to cleanse them because, you know, they're evil, I also just want to get rid of them because they're disgusting. Alright, down goes the blood crust behemoth. Now, looks like there's a Heronir over here that we can help evacuate. So we'll go check in with him.
Who are you?
Kai Shay needs real healing. We must return to our homeland for proper rest. Well, the way's clear now, and Orwena is waiting for you.
You didn't. We have too many injuries. We cannot last much longer. Come, Kaishe. Let us get back to the others and see to your wounds.
Yeah, get out of here for now, and I'll be shortly behind you. I just need to take out a few more of these seeping creatures and see if there's any more Heronir that need our help before we can go rendezvous with the crew. Okay, this guy is bugged as well. We can't attack him. So weird how it's only some of the seeping crust breakers that are bugs. You guys will have to let me know if you're playing along through patch 11.07 if you guys are having that issue as well. Nylea, hello!
I do not know you.
I haven't slept well in ages. How can I be at my full abilities if we're never stopping to rest? Well, the way is clear now and Orwena's waiting for you.
Do not return. This time she's gone too far. Why won't she see that she will chase these visions forever?
Seems that the rest of the Heronir who accompanied Orwena up to the quote-unquote surface, aka Hallowfall, are not particularly happy with her decisions. If you remember the quest line that we did previously with Orwena and the Heronir down in the other zone, that seems to always be the case. The Heronir are very hesitant to overextend themselves, to tread into new territory or do things out of the ordinary, and Orwena is the exact opposite. She wants to know what's going on, she wants to follow her visions, and it's caused a little bit of tension. But we're back now, so let's check in with the crew. Yes. That should give us some space to retreat. Now we must deal with the crux of the issue. That is Orwena's everlasting determination to pursue this mission, no matter the cost. It's time we had a talk.
Farewell then.
Orwena counts the number of Heronir silently to reassure herself. Then she nods. That's all of us, and I'm grateful. Those flowers you found are also odd. They seem to have corrupted properties and have become something new. I have to dig into this more. We can't stop now, not when we're so close. This could be the key to how we fight back. Thank you.
Perhaps we meet again.
I'm not blind. I know that they are tired and weary, but we are so close to figuring out what we can do about the Black Blood. The importance of what we uncover goes beyond Hallowfall or the Nerubian Kingdom. There is so much more work if we are to find a solution. For now, let us withdraw and recover, somewhere away from these creatures.
The world wants you are safe. Come, we must recover before continuing our fight.
Continue. Orwena, we must retreat and speak.
Alright, off they go. Luckily, as a Drakthir, I've got wings of my own, so we'll go meet them at a quiet spot that they've picked. According to my quest log, they've apparently chosen Beneath the Fangs to rest and recuperate under the glow of the crystal. Honestly, seems like a good spot to me. Should be right down here. Wait, it's just Hanan. Where's everyone else?
What is it?
There are things that are more important than this mission. We must take care of each other, even if it means leaving some questions unanswered. We have been through too much for what we have achieved. Well, what's the plan?
Hanan, where are the others?
This was a mistake, Orwena. Coming here, revealing ourselves to the mortals, getting caught in their affairs. You've put us all in grave peril.
Our goddess is crying out for aid. How can we not answer?
We followed you and your visions this far, but we cannot break the Haranir's traditions any longer.
It is those very traditions that put our home at risk. You've seen the growing threats here, Hanan. We cannot give up now.
The others and I are returning to the cradle to seek forgiveness. You owe it to them to face the elders by their side.
Tell the elders that the fault is mine, and mine alone. I will face them in time, but for now, my path is here.
Then you will walk it alone. I do not understand your conviction, Orwena, but I do admire it. May the ancient roots of our people ever thrive beneath your steps.
Goodbye, Hanan.
Poor Orwena. She now walks the path alone. But not truly alone, because we're by her side. She says, I must press on. I must. If I do not, the black blood may consume all that I care about. I admire your determination as well, Orwena. And, I guess I'll catch up with you in a moment. I've said since the very beginning, the Haranir are one of the most interesting races that they've introduced in World of Warcraft to date, in my opinion. They're actually very similar to the Earthen, in that they've lived their whole lives underground, not interfering in the politics or affairs of other races, and they also adhere very strictly to their directives. They're a traditionalist people. They do what they're told, what they've always done, and branching out, being adventurous, being curious, it's very unlike the Haranir, so a lot of them struggle to understand Orwena. But we understand her. She's just doing what she needs to do for her people. Which is exactly what we're doing, right? Now, where does she want to meet us? Oh, she wants to meet us all the way at the edge of the zone. Okay. Looking at the giant crystal Beladar, it honestly never gets old. I wonder if we'll find something similar on the Siren Isles. Alright, It should be right here.
I
Yeah.
cannot do this alone. Your aid is the only reason I can continue.
Oh, well, I'm very happy to help, along with all these other heroes that are here trying to help you.
You have come far.
Nalero, Kaishe, Nalea, Onhia, Hanan. We were a family all on our own here, far away from home. I do not blame them for wanting to return, but I would blame myself if I gave up now. I must focus on what comes next.
Wild guide you were.
Here is where I must focus. I can hear the voice of my goddess, and she must be near. I will enter a meditation to ask what I must do. How can I continue this mission alone? How can I go on without the others? Stay close. I don't know what may lurk or threaten while I am concentrating.
Let nature take its course.
Alright, I'm ready to protect you while you meditate.
Then lend your song to hers.
Another cool thing about the Haranir is that they seem to almost be a mix of, like, night elves and trolls. I really like their
You
design.
have found me. Goddess,
It's very cool.
grant me a vision of what I must do.
Okay, well, your goddess is doing that, but it's also bringing up
Do not have.
visions that seem to not be so friendly.
I require charge.
The drumming. No. The ringing, striking, and thunder from solid rock.
Wait a minute, isn't that a goblin
I do
machine?
not understand what you want me to see.
Yeah, what was that about? Whoa. Yeah. What is this all about? Those were some interesting visions.
Where must I go?
Whoa.
Orwen. Show me. I understand.
That was cool. So, their goddess is Azeroth herself, it appears, and it looks like Azeroth sent Orwenna a mission. It looks like somewhere the goblins are gonna dig down a little too deep. Interesting that she's chosen Orwenna to be her champion.
Your path leads
I
you
understand.
deep,
We must
stranger.
go to where I can hear the sounds of things moving beneath the stones. I don't know what it means. I only know that I must go there. Will you go with me?
Do not fear the dark.
My vision was clear to me. I need to continue this work. I need to find out how we can stop the black blood from spreading before it's too late for your people and for mine. Meet me in the deeps. I will be in a form that allows me to hide and to listen without anyone noticing.
The vision. We are close. But I must remain unseen by the people there. Look for me in another form. At least I can honor one Haranir tradition.
I know I've spent this whole episode talking about how much I love the Haranir, but one last thing. I also like that they are shapeshifters. I mean, there's a certain affinity or kinship between her and me, who is technically also a shapeshifter. I shift between my Drakthir and Visage forms, so I get it. It's pretty cool. So she shapeshifts into that giant bat creature. And now we need to go to the Ringing Deeps, which is where the vision is apparently bringing her. If Azeroth is reaching out for help, then we're almost duty-bound at this point to respond. That's the whole reason we're here in the first place. It's because Bran Bronzebeard was getting visions from Azeroth. Perhaps his role is now complete, and Azeroth is reaching out to other champions. There's clearly a lot of issues besieging her on all sides. And the Black Blood is a real issue. If the world soul of Azeroth got corrupted, all life would be lost. We certainly do not want that to happen. Alright. We're almost back to the Ringing Deeps. The issue is I'm running out of stamina, so let's take the last little bit by foot. Luckily I've got this Kaldori Warwolf that can take me on his back. Reduce some of our walking. We can quickly mine this gem while we wait for our stamina to regenerate as well. There we go. Alright. Here's the passage through to the Ringing Deeps, the Hallowfall Gate. Now, let's see, where does Orwenna want to meet us? All the way down there, alright. Our wings are going to be tired out after all this travel, that's for sure.
Cataract River is known for its wildlife and waterfalls. Can you use your camera to document the region? Appreciation expressed.
Sorry, Speaker Brinth, now's not the time. Maybe later. Right. Orwenna is here somewhere.
Get lost, you lump of rock. These items are now the property of Opportunity Acquisitions, where we acquire at every opportunity.
Opportunity Acquisitions. That sounds like a new goblin startup. And here's Orwenna blending into her surroundings. There seem to be goblins everywhere now. Do not look too closely at me or you will draw attention. We need to get closer to where the goblins are working.
Hey, pal. Nice timing. We got trouble brewing.
Gaslow? Hey, long time no see.
You buying?
I haven't seen this many goblins moving around in one place since, well, it's been a while. Kezin comes to mind. Something big has to be happening. What are you doing here? Me? I'm on the trail of some big operations in the Ringing Deeps. Why are there so many goblins working right at the edge of the cave? Why are there so many different cartels in one place? It's not even our annual convention. And who the blast is in charge of it all? Things like that. Questions, questions.
Business is booming.
Seeing you here is a welcome surprise. There's something big happening over at Opportunity Point, but it's hard to know what without getting closer to the people working there. I know Haxley's involved. We'll need his paperwork if we want to be able to ask around without trouble. He's headed down to Opportunity Point. Go, follow him, and see if he's got anything on him we can use. Don't worry about the mess. I know you're discreet when you need to be. And also, not when you need to be.
Let me know if you need a crew. This Haxel guy has the papers we need to set up close and see what they're up to.
Go. I will follow unseen. This must be what the visions meant for us to do.
Alright, sounds good. Glad there was a friendly goblin face here in Gaslow. And he's able to point us in the right direction. You know when even the goblins are concerned about the actions of their other goblins, that something weird's going on. Uh-oh. Guess we're not going to be able to convince Haxley that we need his documents. We're going straight to violence.
You'll never get to meet the big boss.
Who's the big boss? Alright, we got the Opportunity Work Permit. With that, I guess we can get closer to Opportunity Point. It's quite the name, isn't it? Oh, wow. This is quite the... We've got hot steaming beds, fresh drinks, a hot tub? Give it to the goblins.
Did you get that permit?
Sometimes they can be a little, uncouth, but they certainly know how to relax and party in style.
Got a contract with your name on it.
Got that work order? We can open up way more doors with it than without it.
Where there's risk, there's reward.
Perfect. Now, anytime someone asks why we're here, we've got this. Now, it's time to do a little snooping. There are a lot more goblins here than I remember. Something's definitely going on.
Plenty more where that came from.
Time to do some networking. There's a bunch of goblins outside of Opportunity Point, over there in the Abyssal Excavation. I heard some of them grumbling as they started their shift. Let's see what some friendly words shake loose. While you're out there, check out the used fuel drums. They wouldn't let me look inside the fuel drums, but they just dropped the used ones around the worksite.
Keep an eye out for anything odd while you ask around. There's more here than they're letting on.
What do you think, Orwenna? I saw many machines nearby, and all of them seemed to make dreadful noises. I cannot hear the one that I heard in the vision, though, at least not clearly. Destroy the excess ones. They are only in the way. While you're quieting the scene, I will hunt and scout.
I will scout on my own. Good luck with your hunt.
You too. Alright. You know what we've got to do, and it starts over here at the Abyssal Excavation. Why do I have a bad feeling that they are excavating something that we don't want them excavating? Are the goblins here just excavating black blood? Oh, that would not be good. Let's check in with these workers.
Big shot, huh?
Between you and
bad side.
Between you and me, no, he has different dialogue now. I was the top of my class when it comes to mechanical innovation, and this is not what I expected. What's going on? Why is there a blob brain at your feet?
This gig ain't so. You want to know what all the drilling's about, buddy? Oh, it's bigger than you can imagine.
Yeah, this is concerning, for sure. I'm glad Orwin had a vision that led us over here.
Keep asking around, and I'll do the same. Keep your eyes open.
Wow, Gazlo, that's a sweet ride. Did you see his mechanical helicopter? I'm telling you. Say what you will about goblins, but they've got style. It's definitely concerning that all of the fuel drums we investigate bring out those activated remains.
What?
Look, they promised if I could figure out how to get this all going, I would get promoted to foreman. What's going on here?
Move it! That new fuel is causing all sorts of problems. We didn't get hazard pay for experiments.
Fuel? Huh. Yep. This reeks of something not good. The excavators are going haywire. That's not a occupational health and safety hazard. I don't know what is. There's another worker that we can speak to.
You looking at me?
This ain't worth it. I didn't sign up for crazy machines. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I got you. If you really want to know what's going on, the foreman keeps all the orders in his office.
Ooh, that's a good tidbit. Thank you. Alright, guess we gotta try to find the foreman's office. First, though, we'll finish up the quest we've currently got. Investigating the used fuel drums. Another haywire excavator right there, but another hero took it out before I could. Oh, man. Here's one. Oh god. Not only do we got the excavator to fight, we've also got all these mole things. I wonder, is this new fuel source the reason that the machines are going haywire? I don't want to draw too many conclusions until we have all the facts, but certain things are just looking more and more plausible here. Right, we've investigated enough of the fuel drums. Now I need to speak to another worker and get rid of another haywire excavator. There's a worker right there.
Smart mouth, huh?
This ain't worth it. I didn't sign up for crazy machines. Hey, what's going on?
Security?
I wanted less work for more pay. Instead, I got busted machines and overtime. Who wants a site like this?
Guess we're gonna have to find the overseer.
Too far away.
First, though, we'll take out this haywire excavator. And then we'll go find where the big boss's office is. It's right here. Just some Titan ruins he's taken over. Foreman bent scale. No mooks allowed, not even with a work permit. Oh, we've got to sneak in so he doesn't see me, is it? No, he just doesn't let me in at all. Huh. Psst, you're like an ogre in Nomergan. Asking questions and breaking things. Get over here.
Time is money, friend.
Wait, Renzik? Why is SI-7 here? SI-7 is the intelligence agency for the Alliance. Think FBI. The Shiv. Just because I work for Stormwind Intelligence doesn't mean everything I do is for the Alliance. These goblins are getting mixed up in some shady stuff. Someone has to look out for them. Oh, okay, so he's not here on official SI-7 business. More so just saving the world and making sure his fellow goblins are in line business.
Keep it real!
Those goblins only know part of the story. What's in there is the full story, or at least a big piece that's missing. Looks like you're interested in the foreman's office too, huh? Don't get cranky, we're on the same side here. I just can't get close without being seen. And then there's just one big clanking wrinkle to this whole mess.
Keep it real! Right back!
We've got an intel problem, but we've also got a clank problem. If you look over there, there's a big haywire mech that's just going crazy. There's no way anyone's gonna uncover anything while that's out in the field. We should do something about it. No one's going anywhere while that massive boombot's running amok. Take it out and we'll talk. Deal? Deal, I guess. Let's see. Oh, wow. When he said massive, he meant massive. Look at this thing. The Haywire MEK4. Gazlo, hey man. I mean, shout out to you for going straight in. But yes, me and Orwena are here to help. Alright. The Mega Mech is down.
There is no going back now. Small green one.
Small green one!
An exchange of information.
The surprises never end. Meet you both back at Opportunity Point.
Yeah, we've got some unlikely allies here. Gazlo, the leader of the goblins. Renzik from SI-7. Orwena from a race that we didn't know existed until recently. And me, a Drakthir. The unlikeliest of allies, but sometimes those make the best teams.
Spell it, Renzik. What's an SI-7 agent doing down here?
I'm off the clock, Bilgewater. I'm here looking out for goblin interests. I like how Shiv doesn't have a voice actor, but Gazlo and Orwena do. I guess I'll be Shiv when it comes to voice acting. It would seem that we are all searching for information, but I have some that I think is useful, and it's too late to hide now. They've seen my true form. Let's see this through to the end. When I scouted, I heard and saw things that I don't understand. Perhaps if I describe it to you and the goblins, you'll know what it means. Alright, so I'm ready to hear and see what you did. Oh, whoa! We get to play as Orwena now. Cool, so we've got 3 abilities: Listen In, Flap, and Sneak. The first thing we need to investigate is up here.
I just realized I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, not sure how useful that is for us. Let's get away from the automated defenses.
Man, I've got all my money tied up in this venture. No, not that venture. Are you crazy?
Different type of venture. Opportunity venture this time around.
Hardly working. Definitely.
Are you sure you got good intel, Orwena? So far, this has all been kind of useless. If I'm being completely honest.
Real opportunity is on the other side of that wall.
Okay, there we go. Finally.
I saw little of use when observing the other goblins, but I heard things coming from the wall.
Yeah, what are they drilling through here, hoping to access, and what's behind there?
It sounded like the earth ground itself to nothing. What manner of machine does this?
Sounds like a rocket drill, a big one, but who's running
Next,
it?
I went searching for you, friend. I found you outside the building.
Interesting. So this drilling operation seems to be what Azeroth was warning Orwena about? Whatever it is, it's more than just some greedy goblins. They're doing something that's truly dangerous. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness.
While you fought the machine, I witnessed something inside.
opportunity here is the one I gave you. Big things are coming. And if you want to be part of it, you better fall in line. Caster Gallywix is back.
Gallywix? Oh, without the Bilgewater cartel, he shouldn't have the resources for an operation here.
You've been hiding under the Horde's skirts too long. Gallywix is back, making deals and making trouble. Things have changed. So, if you guys don't know Gallywix, he's a pretty important figure in Goblin history. He used to be the leader of the Goblins, and he was just the absolute worst, honestly. He straight up betrayed his own people in the wake of the Cataclysm. He was a big supporter of Garrosh Hellscream, an awful war criminal who used to lead the Horde, and yeah, he all he wanted was money. He didn't care about who he sacrificed along the way. He was essentially, eventually ousted from his position, and then more reasonable goblins took over, such as Gazlowe. But to know that Gallywix is back, nothing is off limits to what Gallywix wouldn't do for profit, and this kind of makes sense, honestly. If he's here, potentially disturbing the peace of Azeroth, maybe mining black blood, yeah, that all kind of lines up with what we know about Gallywix. After I escaped from that place, I saw you battling the gigantic machine, and I had to join in the fight. Now it seems there really is no going back. I'm alone here, except for you and these goblins. Oh my goodness, people keep standing in my way in giant machines. I'm just trying to talk to Gazlowe. Oh gosh, okay. So, Gallywix has chosen to show his ugly face here, and it looks like he's got himself organized. We should report this to Illyria and see how she wants to handle it.
I must follow my visions. Follow this calling. Until I have found what the goddess wants me to see.
Looks like we're on the same path. Join us on the surface, and maybe you can get some help from your new friends.
Friends?
I'm gonna keep looking for the source of those sounds. And Bilgewater, don't forget about your people while you're off saving the world. Alright, I guess Orwena's gonna go to the real surface this time. They thought Hallowfall was the surface. They're gonna have to go up quite a ways. I'm gonna be interested to see what she thinks of the sun. Also interested to see if she can finally accept that we are in fact friends, and she does have people who support her in what she's trying to do. Regardless, can't wait to tell Illyria that Gallywix is back. Why do I have a feeling she's gonna hate that? Anyway, we're Hearthstoned back up to Dornegal to save on commute time. We'll go check in and let her know what's going on.
And that's what's happening. Gallywix is back in business. And that ain't good for no one.
What news do you bring, Tallara?
Know your target.
You've brought me far more than just information. Although I have a feeling that this Orwena will not give up her secrets easily. I should be patient. I'm sure that we will find common ground eventually. In the meantime, there is someone that she should talk to.
Our mysterious ally returns. You slipped away last time, before we could thank you.
That is our way. It was my way. But my visions have put me on another path. I was told your people share these visions.
If you want to talk about visions, I know just the dwarf.
So, your path leads you here.
So there's someone else who has experienced something close to what I experienced, yet it is not the same. I must speak with him.
I shall watch for you.
Alright, I guess it's time for us to go, introduce Orwena to Magni. Also, I'm pretty sure earlier I referred to Magni as Bran. I was getting my dwarves mixed up. Bran is our expedition ally. Magni is Azeroth's speaker, the former king of the dwarves. So forgive me for that misnomer. Looks like he's right up here with his family, his daughter and his grandson. Now, again, if you're not caught up on The War Within, or you haven't watched my series, you may be wondering, why does Magni look like that? Wasn't he basically made of crystal? And he was, except it appears that his duty as Azeroth's speaker is done, and so he was given his dwarven mortal form back, so that's why he looks different.
Magni! In the flesh!
In the flesh, truly. Have you come to say goodbye?
Cannot give it. Well, best be setting sail to Ironforge.
Oh, there he's gone back to Ironforge. I didn't know that.
Are you sure about staying Dagran? You could return home with us and study there.
Oh, and Moira's going too, but Dagran's staying behind.
So much knowledge here, yet to be discovered.
Interesting.
And knowing you'll find it all. Keep out of trouble. And make sure Brinth always knows where you are.
Yes, Mum.
Ah, and who is this?
I am called Orwena. I've been told you too have heard the voice of the goddess.
Goddess? You mean Azeroth? Aye, I was her speaker for many years, but she's let me go from that service.
Her voice has led me far from my home, seeking a truth I know she wishes to reveal. But my kin, they do not understand.
Aye, it can be lonely following a path that others can't see. But don't make the same mistake I did. Putting it all on yourself. Look for those who will walk the path with you. If I've learned anything, it's that we'll always need each other to not lose ourselves on the journey.
You are kind, Magni. I will consider your words carefully.
Best of luck to you, Orwena. One day, when you found what you're looking for, I hope you too find your way home.
Well, I'm glad Orwena was able to catch Magni before he left.
Champion! Good to see you.
May as well stay a while and listen to their last family conversation before Magni and Moira take off.
Well, best be setting sail to Ironforge. No sense in dawdling.
Are you sure about staying
Oh,
Dagran?
is this the exact same conversation we just had?
With us and study there.
I'm sure, Ma. There's still so much knowledge here, yet to be discovered.
And knowing you'll find it all. Keep out of trouble.
I didn't realize this would be the exact same conversation. I apologize.
Yes, Mum.
I was just being nosy and wanted to make sure I listened in. Yeah, okay, it's going to be the exact same conversation. Run away before we have to listen to it again. Alright guys, well that was the campaign quest that was added in patch 11.0.7, clearly setting up future plot lines. Gallywix is back, an old enemy. The goblins are up to something interesting that I think is probably going to involve black blood, and we'll probably have to put a stop to. And Orwena has now come to the surface and officially joined our band of merry adventurers. It also appears that she is Azeroth's next speaker, so I'm very interested to see how all of those plot points unravel. Luckily for us, that is not the end of the new content introduced in the new patch. That was everything we had to do here on the Isle of Dorne and surrounding areas in Khaz-Algar, but we need to go to the Siren Isle, which I was hoping would be on our map, but it doesn't actually look like it is. It might be added in here somewhere. Regardless, on our next episode, we will be completing the expedition awaits. We need to go meet Skagit by the East Gate of Dornegal so we can grab a ship to Siren Isle. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm happy to be back playing some more World of Warcraft, and I'll see you guys back here again soon.